welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of crazy kids in love that love doing some trailer reactions together.
We do.
Yes, we do. And this is Double Trouble Thursday, people, which means we got 2 reactions coming on here for you today. This is one of them. So what we're doing today is Watch Dogs Legion cinematic trailers. Not all of them, but a bunch of them. And yeah, so we done one Watch Dogs exposed cinematic trailer a while ago. So, you know, getting back to this, and we enjoyed that one, and now we're gonna check out these.
London. Had a good run there for a while. Now it's all riots, bombings, and people thrown in cages like animals. Oh, and who could forget the killer robots everywhere?
Oh, yeah. Those are always nice.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's all gone a bit shit. It's up to us to take our city back. Thing is, we can't do it alone. We need to recruit a resistance. I know what you're thinking. Where do we start? Open your eyes and take a look around. Look here. Look at him. No, not him. Him. Former MI5. Duty never ends.
Cool.
He can get anywhere and erase anyone.
Wow.
See her?
Let's kick those bastards out of London.
She got kicked out of Oxbridge Robotics School for teaching him to reproduce.
Oh.
And that fella over there, proper bellend.
Bare knuckle chin.
Unlike me, he'll crack your skull just for looking at him funny.
This had better be fucking good.
And allow me to introduce you to the deadliest of the lot. She's not old, she's experienced.
Oh my god.
That's
Like I
awesome.
said, you can recruit anyone, and I mean bloody anyone. Him, her, everyone is a secret weapon.
It's awesome.
Find them, recruit them, build the resistance.
Nice moves.
Yeah.
Let's fuck this world.
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group is masked to be dangerous.
Nuts.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner. Then they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out because I was not a protester.
Oh.
Then they came for
Got
the
a good train dodge.
journalists, and I did not speak out because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out because I am not a street artist.
Awesome.
I realised that eventually they'd come for me. And there would be no one left to speak for me.
Sorry, miss. Jesus! All right, so we're in a total mess now, so let's get the hell out of here.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion.
Well. Welcome to the Resistance. There's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal...
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents...
London, this is Zero Day. Those little bombings were my way of saying hello. I don't expect you to understand this, but what I'm doing is good. Destruction is always the cure.
That's an interesting philosophy.
Yeah.
Bombs are going live as we speak. That may complicate matters.
They're spread out all over London. London is in a death spiral. While authorities hunt our group for crimes we didn't commit, Albion's private army and Mary Kelly's criminal syndicate are taking hold of the city for their own purposes.
We didn't set that bomb. We defused it.
Do you think it really matters at all?
Yeah.
They're just the tip of the iceberg. London's real threat is Zero Day.
If you don't help me, Zero Day wins, which means we all die.
We've got to take the fight to him.
While you've been running around trying to save London, you've actually been arming us for a war.
Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
The only way we're going to stop London from falling into total oppression is to recruit and take the city back.
You know, maybe you can enlighten me about something. Why is it that time and time again the assassins are reduced to nothing? Pirates, hermits, street thugs. All these brushes with extinction, you would think you would learn from your mistakes. I want you alive when my team finds a way into your precious tomb.
We'll find a way in. And may the Father of Understanding guide us.
That's cool.
This is a full evacuation alert for the London metropolitan area. Please proceed to the nearest Albion outpost for further instructions.
Oh my god.
You're gonna know me. You're gonna know me. Nobody come close to me. No challenges. Who's gonna stop you? Who's gonna stop you? You are the zombie. I am the end. I am the end. There's nothing after this is the end.
Oh, hell yeah. You like that?
Yeah, I mean, is this also a movie or a TV series? Because if it hasn't been made into one yet, it certainly should be.
I don't know that it's a TV show or movie for Watch Dogs. I don't think they've done it yet. But yeah, I thought it was interesting as well. I thought it was, I liked the fact that they justified wearing the masks. Like, obviously, like, you know, you wear a mask for anonymity, but it was also for, like, because, like, the facial recognition software that was going on there. You know, I mean, it wasn't just because, like, oh, we're going to wear cool masks and everything like that. It was, you know, I liked that they justified in that one in there.
I love the use of that poem, the sort of, like,
Yep.
reimagined version of it for this world and this society. First they came for
Exactly.
fill in the blank, and I
Yep.
said nothing because it wasn't me. That poem, and the name of it is escaping me, is so relevant, and it's such an important reminder because, you know, it's very easy to get wrapped up into your bubble and like, well, it doesn't affect me, so why should I care?
Yeah.
But it's like, eventually something's going to affect you, and you're going to hope that other people care and are willing to help you. So I loved that. I loved putting that in here.
Yeah.
The facial recognition software, I mean, that is the scary future. So for good or bad.
It's a scary present. I mean, that's already here.
So that's definitely a really powerful part of this world, and a scary hold up to the mirror of society. Like, is this the direction that we want to go in? There are benefits and minuses to that. I just loved the whole, like, we're going to reclaim and we're going to recruit resistors. I thought that was a great aspect to the story, that, like, you're not just going up against the bad guys, but, like, you're also out there actively working to recruit, and I thought that was great.
Yeah, and you're not just like, I mean, it's the resistance, but you are going after, you know, people that are trying to be oppressive, but there's an ultimate bad guy as well, and so you need to, like, work together. So, like, there's people you need to work with, but also you're trying to avoid some of the same people on that team, so there's not an actual 100% trust level there, but, you know, working together, is it the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Yep.
So that's what it seems like in this one. I thought it looked visually pretty fantastic, and it had a nice little aesthetic to it.
I also loved the use of when they're talking about David Ford and he's watching the news story that now he's suddenly on the screen. I love that they just instantly automatically go to him as a terrorist. The use of that hot button trigger word that has such an emotional response to a viewing audience of this news story, I thought was brilliant, because yes, there are legitimate terrorists in the world, and yes, that's awful, and, you know, there's a time and a place for the use of that word. On the flip side, it's also a really dangerous label to start putting out there in sort of like blanket statements and whatnot, because it has such a powerful emotional response.
So let us know what you thought about these trailers down below in the comments, and suggestions for more stuff for us to watch. Now that you've seen our reaction for Watch Dogs Legion cinematic trailers, just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.